Someone who loves you deeply is staying away because of two traits. There is a strange kind of silence that only appears when love is real. Not the silence of indifference. Not the silence of forgetting. But the silence of someone who feels too much and doesn't know where to place it. This is not the absence of care. This is the presence of something powerful that hasn't found a safe shape yet. If someone who once felt close to you is now distant, watching from afar, holding back, disappearing at moments when you expect closeness, it is easy to assume they stopped loving you. But what if the opposite is true? What if the reason they stay away is because their feelings run deeper than they can manage? There are two traits, quiet, internal traits, that often cause a person who loves deeply to step back instead of stepping forward. And once you understand them, their distance starts to make a different kind of sense. Hey everyone, welcome to Never Give Up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and select all, because every video can change your mindset. Trait 1. Emotional depth that overwhelms them. Some people don't love lightly. They don't experience attraction as a passing interest or affection as something casual. When they love, it enters their system slowly, and then completely. They think about conversations long after they end. They replay moments, tones, expressions, silences. They feel everything beneath the surface, what was said, what wasn't, what might have been meant. For someone like this, loving you doesn't feel simple. It feels vast. And vast emotions require inner space. If they don't have that space, if they're already carrying stress, responsibility, fear, or unresolved pain, your presence doesn't feel calming. It feels overwhelming. Not because you are too much, but because their feelings are. They don't know how to love you halfway. So instead of risking losing control of themselves, they pull back. This is the paradox. They stay away not because they don't care, but because caring makes them vulnerable in ways they don't know how to regulate. To them, closeness feels like standing at the edge of something life-changing. And not everyone knows how to step forward when they realize something could truly matter. Why they don't explain this to you? People like this rarely say, "I care too deeply, and it scares me." Instead, they go quiet. They become inconsistent. They rationalize distance as needing space or being busy. But internally, they are trying to regain emotional balance. Because when they are near you, their inner world becomes louder. They feel exposed. They feel seen in ways they didn't plan for. And love, real love, demands presence. It demands honesty. It demands risk. If they don't feel emotionally strong enough to hold all of that, withdrawal feels safer than engagement. Trait 2. Fear of losing themselves in love. The second trait is more hidden, but just as powerful. This person has learned, often through past experience, that loving deeply can cost them their sense of self. Maybe they once gave too much. Maybe they lost boundaries. Maybe they changed themselves to keep someone close and never fully recovered from that loss. So now, when they feel love rising again, their instinct isn't excitement. It's caution. They fear that if they let themselves fully want you, they will disappear into the connection. That their needs will fade. That their emotional independence will collapse. And because their feelings for you are not shallow, they don't trust themselves to stay balanced. So they create distance as a form of self-protection. They believe, often unconsciously, that loving you might mean losing control of their life, their direction, or their emotional stability. This doesn't mean they don't want you. It means they don't trust themselves with you yet. The quiet signs this person still loves you. When someone stays away for these reasons, their love doesn't vanish. It transforms into subtle behaviors. They check your social media but don't engage. They reappear briefly, then disappear again. They remember details about you long after time has passed. They show care indirectly, through concern, through timing, through silence that lingers. Their distance is not cold. It is heavy. They are not avoiding you because you don't matter. They are avoiding you because you matter too much for where they are emotionally right now. Why this has nothing to do with your worth. This is important to understand. Their distance is not a reflection of your value, your attractiveness, or your lovability. It is a reflection of their internal conflict. You didn't overwhelm them by existing. You didn't scare them by being yourself. You awakened something in them they hadn't prepared for. And instead of leaning into that awakening, they stepped back to protect their emotional equilibrium. What happens inside them when they think of you? When they think of you, it isn't casual. It comes with questions. What if I'm not ready? What if I hurt them? What if I lose myself again? What if I can't give them what they deserve? These questions don't come from indifference. They come from care mixed with fear. They imagine futures, then pull away from the images because they feel too real. They miss you, but believe missing you is safer than risking you. Why they may return only when you pull away. When you stop reaching, something shifts. The emotional pressure eases. The fear of engulfment lowers. And suddenly, they feel safe enough to approach again. Not because they stopped caring, but because the emotional intensity became manageable. This push-pull dynamic is painful, especially for the person on the receiving end. But it's driven by someone who hasn't learned how to stay present in deep emotional waters without panicking. What this means for you: you cannot love someone into emotional readiness. You cannot prove your safety through patience alone. Their growth must come from within. The most loving thing you can do, for both of you, is not chase clarity from someone who is still learning how to hold themselves. Your presence already mattered. Your absence is now teaching them something too. Final truth. Someone who loves you deeply but stays away is not confused about their feelings. They are conflicted about themselves. They are standing at the edge of something meaningful, holding both desire and fear in the same breath. And until they learn how to stay grounded in love without losing themselves, distance feels like the only way they know how to survive their own emotions. That doesn't mean the connection wasn't real. It means it was powerful enough to expose what they still need to heal. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your support.